Let's consider those problems that you just did on your own. The first one that you have is 2 to the third times 2 to the fourth. Our exponents here are 3 and 4. If you'd like to expand those, when we have 2 to the third power, that means that you are multiplying that number 2 3 times. That's why I put 3 of those number 2's here. Then we also have 2 to the fourth, which means that we're multiplying 2 4 times. And when we multiply 2 4 times, then that is representing that exponent of 4, so that would be that 2 to the fourth power. Now count how many 2's you're multiplying by itself. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2's. So we keep that base of 2 and it would be 2 to the seventh power. Notice also that we have 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 gives us 7. Let's look at the second one that you did. We have 2 to the fifth times 2. Let's think about expanding that. First, we have 2 to the fifth, so that means that we're multiplying 2 5 times. That fifth power means that we have 5 of those number 2's. Now, we just have the number 2 here, so we can just write that as multiplied by 2. Whenever there is not an exponent, we assume that it's to the first power. We only have one of that number. Don't overthink that. And so when we do that, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. So we have 2 to the power of 6. This type of problem is definitely one where expanding it will help you to solve. But if you also know that this number 1 is assumed, 5 plus 1 gives you 6. Which gives us that power of 6, that exponent, which is 6. The third one got a little bit trickier. It had that division, which is something that I didn't mention earlier. I wanted y'all to think very critically about that. Now, when we are doing this, I'm going to start by just putting 2 to the 10th. So I'm going to write it 10 times. Divided by, I also like to think of division as a fraction, right? A fraction can represent division. 2 to the seventh power. So I wrote the number 2 7 times. Now, when we're dividing, hopefully you remember that these can cancel. If you see it both in the numerator and in the denominator, those can cancel out. So I'm pairing those up and crossing them out. And you can see that we have the number 2, that base of 2, 1, 2, 3 times. So that gives us 2 to the third power here, or 2 cubed is another way that we can think about that. And so that is a review of what you were doing. Hopefully you did well. Let me know.